Hi, this is Lauren Slater, and today I'm going to lead you through a sequence that I do every morning and every evening as a warm up to whatever activities I'm going to be doing through the rest of the day, and as a wind down, either post workout or right before bed. You're welcome to use this whenever you'd like. It's a pretty comprehensive way of stretching out your legs, your back, opening up the spine, and just helping you to connect to your body. So let's get going. Come to lie down on your back. Bend your knees into your chest and just start by taking some small circles of your knees around your lower back. Elongate the back of the neck and let your shoulders and hips be as heavy as possible. Most important part of all of this stretching is to tune into your body and the needs that are individual for each day and for yourself. Bring the arms out like a T position. If that's too much on your shoulders, you can always bring them at a 90-degree angle. Lift your hips up a little to the right, and starting with a twist, knees to the chest, and drop them over to the left. Place your left hand against the right thigh, and then just take a long breath in and out there into the chest and shoulders. Circle the right arm down across your body and up and open, and again, that can be straight arm or bent elbow, depending on how your arm and your shoulder is feeling. Circle the arm around as the fulcrum is your chest, moving from the sternum, letting the shoulders and the chest round in a little as you go across, and then roll open. Do that one more time, landing your arm out at shoulder height, and then take one more big breath into the diagonal between the right shoulder and the right hip, and let that go. Stack your knees back up, move your hips back to center, and then bring the hips to the left. Knees to chest, and drop the knees over to the right. Right hand onto the thighs, and again, left arm can be extended or bent at a 90-degree angle. And just first let your body weight relax, little by little, gently unwinding the spine. And then circling the left arm around, allowing your body to kind of roll naturally with the swing of the arm. This whole sequence can be done with your eyes closed. You're welcome again to modify or omit anything that doesn't feel good for you. Change the direction of the circle. And then taking one more big breath there. Elongating through that left diagonal in your torso. And then releasing the knees, bringing your legs back up to center and square your hips back off. Draw the right knee in towards your chest, extend the left leg out, and take some small hip circles here. If you have a yoga strap or a towel, you can always, for this next part, use that across the sole of your foot for hamstring stretches. Right hand to right knee, left hand to left hip. Keep your hips squared on the mat and open your knee out to the right, stretching your inner thigh. Use your abdominals to help stabilize you. You're welcome to point and flex the ankles and circle the ankles to warm them up. Move your knee back to center, change hands, arm into that cactus or T shape, and cross your knee all the way over the body. If you have a sensitive lower back or tight back, put your right foot on the left thigh to support your spine. Bring your knee back up, hands behind the right thigh, and slowly start to stretch your heel up. If you're newer to hamstring stretches, it's feeling a little tender, bring your left foot to the ground, and then point and flex the right foot and circle your ankle around. It's more important to have the back and the spine steady on the ground than it is to have the bottom leg extended, so just keep that in mind. If you start to feel a little warmer and you want to go into that extension, you're welcome to. And then from there, right hand to the right side of the right shin. You may need to bend the knee. If you're using a strap, you don't have to necessarily bend your knee. And bring your leg out to the side, elbow to the ground, and eventually kick your heel out wide. Use your abdominals. Come back up. Hold on to the outside of the leg. Right hand to right hip for IT band stretch. Cross your leg, keeping the right side of your buttocks grounding down as you cross your foot to the opposite shoulder. And then let that go and allow your leg to cross all the way over bit by bit. Take a deep breath into the rib cage. Feel that unraveling of the spine, the stretch of the outer hip and leg. And then use your abdominals to help you. Come back up. Bend both knees. Cross the right heel over the left thigh. Figure 4 or supine pigeon stretch. And then stay like that or catch a hold of the back of the left leg. Use your right elbow to press the thigh open and rock your hips a little side to side. Releasing that leg down, you're going to lay on your left side, quad stretch. Take your right foot back behind you and hold on to it. Now pull the tailbone under and kick your thigh back into your hand. Open the chest and shoulders and try to narrow the knees. Release your foot, roll onto your back, and let's do the whole thing on the other side. Knee circles, left knee to chest, right leg long, and just move, massaging the hip and the thigh within it. Open your knee out to the left, ground the right hip down. Try not to let that side lift as you stretch your inner thigh. You can point and flex the ankles. Lifting your knee back up, transfer hands, and then slowly guide your knee across your body towards a twist. And again, the modification is foot against the right thigh and pull the navel to the spine. Bring your leg back up, hands behind that left thigh. Stretch your heel up to the ceiling. And again, here is your modification of foot to the ground. Totally fine. Point and flex and circle the foot. Start to stretch the legs a little further apart. And again, you can bend the left knee, left hand to outer thigh or shin. Bring your elbow down toward the ground to help support you, and then stretching the heel out to the side. As much as you can, keep that right side nice and heavy. And then bringing your leg all the way back up, change hands. Kick your foot up to the right shoulder and ground the right hip down with the left hand. Use that hand to kind of push your thigh down away from your waistline. Bringing your legs all the way across your body. And as you do so, see if you can start to twist your torso in the other direction. The foot doesn't necessarily have to touch the floor. Slowly bring your leg all the way back up, and then opening up the hips, cross the left heel over the right thigh, gather your legs into you, and then come back to that sense of ease. Drop the shoulders, drop the tail, flex the feet, and then rock the hips to massage out the top of the glutes. Big, full breaths. Releasing the right leg. Lay on your right side. And if this is too much, you can always skip this part. But don't forget that the quads and the hamstrings work together if you stretch them together. Bring your heel in towards your bum. Kick your thigh back and open the chest. And just take a long, big reaching breath. Really opening up the front of the thighs will help posture, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting. For my runners, my climbers, my skiers, this will really help you too. And then release that leg. Coming on to the back one more time. Bend both knees. Bring your knees to your chest and your hands behind your head. As you exhale, curl up and just do a round of bicycle sit-ups. You can modify this. You can do something else. And then see if you can feel you're really working your abs rather than swinging elbows to the knees. Do about a set of 10. Bring both knees in. Lower the feet, lower the head, arms by your sides, and press the feet down hip distance apart. Slowly, keeping your head centered, lift the hips up into a bridge position and just stretch the front of the stomach and thighs. Firm up the glutes in the back of the legs and open the chest up. Slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the knees back into the chest and rock up to sit. Bring yourself forward onto all fours. Cat and cow. Arch and round the back a few times. And just notice what part of your spine is tight or loose. You can stay there and wag the head and hips from side to side. And then send the hips back with your toes tucked under. Walk your arms forward towards the top of the mat or just forward. And then drop your head down to stretch the armpits, the chest, the shoulders. Pull your stomach in, shift forward. Walk your hands in a little bit, downward facing dog, push your hips up, and just stretch out the calves, the feet, the Achilles, opening up the back of the legs, the whole posterior train of the body, and then walking your feet forward towards your hands or backwards, whatever works for you. Stand with your feet hip distance apart, bend both knees, and interlace your hands along the nape of the neck. Draw the head down, draw the hips up, And slowly straighten the legs. Try to keep your weight even over the middles of your feet. You can use the hands to gently, not yanking on the neck, but just gently encourage rotation from side to side. And then let go of your neck, bend your knees, and sit down as low as you can. You can always walk the fingers forward and lift the heels into a little crouch. Drop the head and stretch the upper back and neck. Slowly extend the legs back up. Bend your knees and roll up to stand. Take a big shoulder roll, a big arm circle. Reach your arms out side to side and one palm up, one palm down, and just stretch out the sides of your neck and the tops of the shoulders. Bring your arms back to center, bend at the elbows, and just swirl from the elbows to stretch out the muscles of the triceps and also the nerves around the elbow and the forearms. Shake your hands out, and you're ready for your day. Thank you so much.